Today I want to talk to you about creating travel, how I create travel and how you can create travel too. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is dcbornrob with Erasing Borders. Today I want to talk to you about how I create my travel, how I create my trips. When I was, about, 6 or 7 years old, growing up in Washington, D.C., really the only transportation to go any distance was either Greyhound or trailways. As a family, I guess we used to go to West Virginia where we had great aunts and uncles and grandparents, and we used to ride, I don't know how long it took, seems like 12 hours to me. And I remember the buses would stop along the way, and I'd see people getting on. I'd see people getting on at Union Station in Washington, D.C., which is a train hub and bus hub. Well, the bus station was nearby. And I would wonder, where are they going? What type of experiences are they going to have? What type of fun are they going to have? What are they going to see? How different are people outside of this city of Washington, D.C.? So I guess when I got a little older, one of my main goals was to get out of the city. And so I guess, we used to go to Atlantic City a lot as a family. That was our getaway from Washington, D.C., was to drive a couple hours to get to New Jersey. But as I got older, I guess maybe high school, just out of high school, I started to take the bus. I would take the bus, I would get on a Greyhound and take a bus to Richmond. I would go to Atlantic City by myself. I would go to Jersey, to Philly, to New York City, to Manhattan. Sometimes I would just go up, stay the day, and come right back. But most of the time I would go away on a Friday night and come back on Sunday. I go back, leave out on a Saturday morning and come back on Sunday. And I enjoy traveling so much. I enjoyed seeing different types of people other than myself. So that's where it started. Then from there I had dreams. Where am I going next? I'm going out of the city, so what state am I going to next? But really, I had very little travel. I guess the first time I took a plane was actually going to boot camp. And I didn't enjoy that flight too much. That was nerve-wracking. But as I got older, I guess maybe, and I'm 56 right now, so maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I had a girlfriend that used to create, just make things happen. The easiest thing to make happen is like a parking space. I need a parking space, and I used to watch and go, how's she doing this? But then one day she gave me the book, The Secret, and that book right there led to a bunch of other books, led to a lot of videos on YouTube, and it changed my perception. You know, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So it was just my perspective. And then at that point, I took responsibility for everything that happened in my life. The good, the bad, everything that I had gone through, I realized that I was responsible for that. So that was the first beginning. Then I knew, okay, so if I'm responsible for what happened, then I'm responsible for what happens. So let's see what I can create. And there led my experiences and my travel and so on. So then I became to think even bigger. Where am I going next? Well, I want to go to Dubai. One place I've always wanted to go to as an adult was Dubai. The other place I wanted to go to all the way up until I was an adult was Vietnam. I've been to Dubai maybe 3 years ago. And I just returned from Vietnam a week or so ago, week and a half ago. And I'll put those videos up soon. An amazing trip, experiences. I truly believe that travel changes the way that you think. It changes your perception. Again, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So once you're there, you have a different perspective. You have to change how you think about it. In Medellin, you have to think about it. Medellin was a separate trip altogether. A few years ago, and while I was in the flow, I was in the groove of making some things happen. I'm bopping all around the country. I think I'd gone to, at that point, 32 or 33 states out of 50. You pick it. I'm going through, and I'll show some of the videos at the end and pictures at the end. I'm in Vegas 3-4 times a year. I'm there for work, but after work, I'm able to get out and get around. If I'm in San Francisco, I'm on the Golden Gate Bridge. If I'm in LA, I'm in Hollywood. I'm at a beach. Anything that says beach. Venice Beach, which is one of my favorite beaches too. If I'm in Orlando, I'm at a beach. If I'm in San Diego or Tampa Bay or Miami, I'm at a beach. I'm sitting on Long Beach just thinking, man, life is good. Life is good. And that's, I guess, around the time when I went to Venice one time, I got this first tattoo. It says creator. And the man with the hands up. Energy showing that the world is his and he can create whatever he wants in it. And so since then, I guess 5 years ago, I've been just flowing and flowing and flowing. And then I started dating someone else. I'm dating now. And she is even a bigger creator than me. Sometimes her creations overshadow mine, but we co-created. So there is such a thing as co-creating. So if there's something you want and you even may in your mind think it's too big, then work with someone else to make it happen, or to have someone else motivate you. I truly believe these experiences change who you are, and I think they change who you are for the better because it gives you a wider range to think of, to look at things. Instead of looking at it from a narrow view, you can now see, oh, wait a minute. These people aren't like this, or this location is not like that. Because when you watch things on TV and in the movies, they'll tell you how things are, such as Colombia, for an example. Oh, it's dangerous. There's such and such down there, and he's selling drugs, this and that. And there's all sorts of prostitutes. Well, they're prostitutes, and there are drugs too, but I mean, that's in the U.S. too. I truly felt safe down there, and I'm getting ready to go back. Truly felt safe. But until I get there, I have only videos to look at. So 3 years ago, I was able to go to Medellin. I stayed for a week for business, so I knew the areas, and that's where I knew, after watching some more videos, that I wanted to go back. And just living and being in the area, being immersed in the culture, you have to change. I mean, you have to change being an American too. I had my girlfriend tell me a lot of times when we used to travel and go outside the country, you know, don't be so American. Don't be so picky. Don't be so rude. Don't be so aggressive. All these things I didn't know I was. Well, I knew I was when I came from D.C., but I'm in Texas now, so I've calmed down a lot. Because, man, when I came from D.C., I was stressed. When I first came here, and every time I used to go home, I used to get nervous and stressed because you have to be angry and aggressive and you have to jump in front to get ahead of people. And here in Texas, it's a lot more laid back. But when you leave the country, it's totally different too. So, you know, where people in Colombia are friendly, Americans for the most part aren't. So if you run into some Americans down there, chances are when you hear somebody yelling around the corner, it's somebody American. If you see a fight or something, chances are it's somebody from another culture that came down there that has an attitude or, you know, wants to jump ahead of you in line. And everything is slow, it's tranquilo, it's mellow. You know, everybody takes their time there. So once you're immersed into that, you have nothing else to do but to change. I mean, you are going to change. You are going to become mellow. You are going to become late or later than you are right now. I'm very clockwise. But down there, you know, I'm chilled. There is no rush. I mean, as long as I'm at work and I'm off at 5, I'm good Monday through Friday. Other than that, I may just chill out. Maybe I want to go out. Maybe I don't. It's mellow. There's no stress. The weather's good. The weather's beautiful. That's that experience that I created for myself. But first of all, before you can create, and there's 3 steps to it. First, you have to think about it. When you think about it, you say, this is something I want. Then you have to say something. You have to say, yes, I want this. I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to France. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Croatia. I want to go to the waterfalls. I want to go to Bosnia. Wherever it is you want to go or what you want to do, you have to say something. So think it, say it, then you have to do something. So what are you going to do? Doing something could be just something simple, just stepping in that direction, and motivation will take you the rest of the way. So maybe it's just looking at videos on YouTube, which encourages you more. Maybe it's looking at prices, airfare. That's another step towards where you want to go. Researching, talking to people. Talking to people is the biggest thing because you never know who those people are, if they've been there before, and who they know. So I truly believe When you ask the universe for something, you get three answers. It's either yes, no, but not right now, or no because something better is coming. Those are your answers right there. If you believe it and you see it, it is so. So, again, think it, say something, do something. Talk to everybody you meet about it. Yeah, I'm going to Dubai soon. I'm going to Dubai soon. You don't even have to have a ticket. I'm going to Dubai. I researched it. I'm going to drive from Dubai up to Abu Dhabi. I'm going to go to the racetrack and I'm going to come back and blah, blah, blah. I want to go to that mall, the largest mall in the world. I want to go to Burj Al Arab. I want to go to the Burj Khalifa, the tall building. You have to put that out into the universe. If you can think it, you can say it, you can do something, you can create it. And then just circumstances. Pay attention to circumstances. Pay attention to when you bring that up to somebody. They say, oh, I know somebody that works at a travel agency. Or I just went and I got a $100 coupon off of my flight. But it takes you bringing it up to someone else to bring upon their feedback. So the whole universe is working with you. And if you can believe that, then just sit back and watch it happen. You have to notice when little things are going to happen. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Why did I turn down this street? Like I said, I don't believe in coincidences, so there's a reason you're watching this video right now. So hopefully I can motivate you into, if not even for travel is something that you want, but what is it that you want? You want a car, you want a new girlfriend, a new boyfriend, a husband or a wife, if whatever it is that you want, a new toy, a new car, think it, say something, do something. You'll notice when you start thinking something, I want this new car, I want a yellow Corvette. And as you ride throughout the day, you'll see yellow Corvettes. They'll pop up all around. That's to let you know that you're on the right path. You can create your own reality. So if it's travel that you want, and that's what I like to do, travel and different experiences. Like you saw me paragliding. I've jumped out of a plane. I've jumped off the stratosphere in Vegas. I've been to the tower in Toronto. I've been to the largest tower, what is it, Taipei 101 in Taipei, Taiwan. I mean, I'm able to ride a camel in Dubai. I'm able to ride motorcycles. It's whatever you can think and you can say something and you can do something that leads you towards what you want. So I'm here solely to motivate you, tell you how I create, and hopefully this is something that you can do too. I encourage you to put forth some thought. Watch some other videos, whatever it takes to get motivated. You can create your own reality. I'm here to tell you that you are responsible for your own reality. So whatever good, whatever bad, whatever's going on right now, I'm here to tell you that you created this yourself. You're responsible for it. You're responsible for it by what you thought, said, and done. Anytime you say, I can't do this, ooh, don't say that. Never say I can't. Never say I can't. Never say I can't. Did I tell you? Oh, one more thing. Never say I can't. Because if you can't, if you say you can or you say you can't, you're right. Both ways. So why would you say you can't? I don't even like saying it. Always think you can and you will be able to. Excuse me. Sorry for my attire, by the way. I'm going to the gym. So it's Sunday and I'm going to the gym. I'm creating a loss of weight and I'm down by 13 pounds already. So, and I saw it already. Heck, another good thing is if you've done it before, you know you can do it again. How'd you do it before? Just think back. You created that too. So if it's something positive that you've done before that you think you can't anymore, don't say I'm too old. Never say I'm too old. And another thing, when it comes to travel especially, never say I can't afford it. Never say I can't afford it. Never say I can't afford it. That has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. You may be able to travel. If it's something you want and you focus energy on it, you're actually paying for it. Focus is nothing but attention. So you're paying for it. That's why the term paying attention comes up for it. You're paying attention to it. You're focusing on it. You're bringing that into your reality now. Because that's all we have is now. So you focus on this. If you can see it right now in your mind does not know the difference between what you're thinking, and I'm closing my eyes right now if you can't tell, between what I'm thinking and what I'm saying right now. Your mind doesn't know the difference. So why not tell it what you can do? Never tell it what you can't do. Never say you can't afford, because somebody could just give you a gift. Or you may think you can't afford it. It's $1,000 ticket. Next thing you know, you fill out a raffle and you've won a cruise, or you've won $900 off or $500 off, and now you can afford it. Now you can go. Never say you cannot afford it. Never say you cannot afford it. If you get anything out of this video, never say you can't, and never say you cannot afford it. Never say that. And also, think it, say it, and do something. Do something. You know, no one's ever knocked on my door and said, hey, here's a new car, or here's tickets for your next trip. Oh, we upgraded you to first class. That doesn't happen. But there's been many a times I knew I was going to fly on my flight, and I thought, man, I'd love to have an upgrade going to Vegas. That's a 3.5-hour flight. And I would sit on the edge of the bed and I would just think, and I'd meditate for a good 20, 30 minutes. I could see myself walking on the plane. I could see myself turning right as soon as I got on, and I was in 1A in the window. My legs stretched up, and don't you know, I go to the airport and I get that seat. Now, it doesn't happen all the time. You know why? Because I don't sit on the edge of the bed all the time like I should and say, this is something that's going to happen. When I came from a show and I came back to work and says, I'm going to Puerto Rico. You going to Puerto Rico? Yeah, right. You're going to Puerto Rico. They didn't know what I knew, and they didn't know that I was going to Puerto Rico. So I pictured myself going to Puerto Rico. I pictured myself walking in my room, sitting on my bed, looking out the window and seeing the beach between two buildings. I kid you not, when I got there 2 weeks later, I walked in the room, I looked out my window, and there were two buildings and I could see the beach between it. I kid you not. The only difference was I wasn't looking that way, I was looking out this way. That tripped me out. Now that let me know I was on the right path. So from there, I'm in the rainforest. Years later, I'm seeing volcanoes. I'm cruising in Costa Rica, just coming from Vietnam. I'm in Amsterdam. I'm in Dubai. I'm in Croatia at the home of my hero, Nikola Tesla. Barcelona. I mean, you know, you can only dream this up, right? What's dreaming? It's thinking about it. So again, I'm here to encourage you to think it, say it, do something. You can have anything you want. So create the travel that you want, create the relationship that you want, create the things that you want. Even though life is not about things, create the things that make you comfortable, because life can be being about being comfortable. And I'm quite picky when it comes to, if you've seen my Airbnb list, I mean, I spend hours on this to get the place that I want, but I picture the place I want ahead of time. So I'm encouraging you to do the same. There are no accidents. There are no coincidences. This is something that you thought of, so maybe you're looking to create something in your life. Perfect health. What is it that you want to create? I need you to think it, say it, do something, and you can have anything that you want in this life. Thanks for watching. This is dcbornrob with Erasing Borders. I appreciate your time. Please, if you like my videos, like. Please, pause right now, go like. Pause right now, go like. Pause right now, go like. If you can't tell, I got this thing with 3s too. So did Nikola Tesla. So anyway, subscribe, click the bell, and you'll be alerted to every new video that I have. Thanks again.